Happy Thursday, Houston. Here's a live look from the Gulf Freeway looking back towards downtown. It is another cloudy day, but it's different than yesterday. We are not going to see widespread rain like we did. More so, some isolated pockets of rain are possible for today, but I think the majority of us are actually going to stay rain-free. 81 degrees right now at Bush Intercontinental Airport. You'll notice the dew points have climbed up to 70. That means the air is tropical. 81 actually feels like 84 degrees. The breeze is out of the southeast at 14 miles an hour, so we know where the moisture is coming from, straight up out of the Gulf. Here's another beautiful camera shot. This one is from Hotel Zaza, looking back towards the Med Center. There's Mr. Houston. He is likely sweating bullets today because even though it doesn't seem that warm temperature-wise, the humidity definitely makes it feel very warm, even for the lunch hour. We're sitting at 81 degrees right now in Tomball and in Pearland, 84 for Conroe. All those spots seeing mostly cloudy skies, but peaks of sunshine in there too. Mostly clouded over in Galveston, and Bush Intercontinental Airport is mostly cloudy right now too. Today, perhaps you know somebody that's in the LPGA Chevron Championship, or you're hoping to watch. It's going to be partly sunny, 84 degrees, definitely warm and humid, but I don't think they're going to be rained out. We're not going to see any shower problems for today, so nice. Sunset time for this evening is 7:54, and it is definitely a steamy one. You can see it on radar, all that Gulf moisture that is pushing in. In fact, it did bring us some pockets of isolated, what I like to call popcorn showers. So they develop quickly and they fizzle out quickly, and they really only impact a very isolated area. So most of us are not going to see the showers flourish there, but started off just east of Bush Intercontinental Airport and just kind of rode east of Tascasita to Dogwood Acres. That was it. There's another lone wolf right there trying to get to the woodlands, but I think that one is going to fizzle out here soon too. But that's it. So if you had plans to go to the watch party tonight, I am happy to report you will be carefree. Today is the NFL draft, so you don't want to miss that. And you can even make your reservations outdoors in a patio if you'd like. Temperature-wise, we'll be at 82 degrees at 5. I think by the time we're hitting that sunset hour, the draft starts at 7. Temperatures are going to be coming down into the upper 70s. So 79 at 7, 77 by 8 o'clock, and then temperatures kind of flatline there by 11 in the evening. Because we have a lot of cloud cover, you're not going to see temperatures fall too far below that. I'll show you the overnight lows here in a second. But here's a check at the humidity map. It is very warm and humid here in Houston. We'll see a lot of humidity throughout the day. There's little disturbances that want to try and reach here, but the overall overpowering dominant feature is that Gulf breeze. So humidity is not going anywhere. In fact, you'll notice we're at least going to see dew points in the 60s. A couple times during the day we could see those dew points peaking into the 70s like we're seeing today. So that's what gives us that tropical feel. Luckily though, in terms of rain potential, we're more so on the isolated side. So a 30% chance for a few popcorn showers today. Same thing for tomorrow. Luckily, your weekend plans are not going to be impacted by the rain, and you continue to see a break from the shower activity even into next week. So starting off the work week on a good note. Future track radar looks like this. So there's a little isolated pocket of shower that we saw just now, and for the remainder of the afternoon and evening, things look really good. Into your Friday morning, things are in the clear. By the afternoon, so that's a snapshot at 1:30, we could see a couple popcorn showers, maybe in Cypress, maybe in Louetta and Westfield. And it's really favoring north of the Beltway for most of the activity tomorrow. So if you live in the Loop, maybe you don't see any rain today or tomorrow. You certainly won't be worried about rain showers tomorrow evening and into the weekend. Here's a check at those temperatures overnight. I told you they're not going to fall very much because of the cloud cover. So the coolest you're going to be tonight if you live in the Heights is 73 degrees, 73 in Hunters Creek. Aldine Acres Home, same thing there. Jersey Village 73, Cypress 71. So maybe you have that to look forward to. Upper 60s the further north that you go. So if you live in Conroe, Brenham, Navasota, even Huntsville, you'll be dipping down to 69 degrees tonight. How about tomorrow's forecast? So still have a couple of isolated storms to watch for, but the afternoon looks just warm and humid. 86 degrees in Bel Air and in Montrose, 85 if you're in Pasadena and Alameda. So either mid to upper 80s all across the board. Here's a snapshot of what the rain potentials for tomorrow. So very isolated again, mainly on the northwest side of town. And then you see some flashes of green here, but I'm not putting in a rain chance because that's just humidity for the most part. So people participating in the Ironman this weekend, it is going to be really warm and humid. By 6 in the morning, already 70 degrees, 10, 78. Luckily, they don't have to deal with rain, and the breeze shouldn't be too bad either. 7-day forecast looks like this. So 86 today, 87 tomorrow. You notice the temperature trend keeps going up. We're going to hit that high of 90 degrees on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday will be pretty mild. So starting off in the low 70s, upper 80s for high temperatures. And then as we head into the middle of the next week, that's when we will start to welcome back the potential for more scattered downpours. So for the time being, we're going to see a nice break this weekend into the start of next week. So take advantage of that. I know it's hard to pencil in plans when we've got rain chances. If you are just joining us right now, I'm going to reset and give you the long weather story of what we can expect for today and even into the weekend. So you'll notice there's plenty of cloud cover out there right now, but traffic is moving smoothly. Gulf Freeway roads are dry. We are not seeing any disruptions by way of shower activity. It's just a comfortable day if you can handle the heat and humidity. And hopefully, if you live in Houston, you are pretty used to that. 81 degrees feels like 84. Dew points at 70. Oh boy, that means it is really humid. A live look towards Herman Park will tell you the same thing. Temperatures are pretty warm across the area, even for just being the noon hour. These should be our high temperatures for today. We're going to get closer to the upper 80s for high temperatures. So 81 degrees for this time of year, that's where we should max out. That's not the case. 81 in Brenham and Tomball and Pearland right now. Connor's at 84 already. Galveston is at 80 degrees. LPGA Chevron Championship going on today. The good news is I don't think they're going to see many disruptions by way of shower activity. I think we do have a chance for some isolated storms, but most of that is getting out of the way right now. So this afternoon, 84 degrees for folks participating in the championship. They get to enjoy the sunshine until 7:54. That's our sunset time today. Here's a live look at radar. Yep, we're just tracking those very, very small, isolated popcorn showers. And I like to call them that because they really pop up in very isolated areas, not a lot of coverage in terms of the perimeter for these, and they don't have a lot of intensity either. Notice there's no lightning with these, so these aren't thunderstorms. They're just pockets of rain. So just west of the Woodlands right now, we're seeing a little pocket there, but by this evening, you're not going to be worried about any chance for rain, even isolated showers. So that is good news if you are hoping to watch the NFL draft tonight. Watch party forecast looks great. We're going to see some good sunshine even through 7 o'clock. Remember, sunset time today is just before 8. Once the sun does go down, the temperatures will too. Not that much though. We're going to be in the 70s throughout the watch party, 75 degrees by 11. Notice there's a lot of cloud cover, so that is going to keep us pretty warm even during the overnight hours. Clouds act like a blanket, so it keeps the warmth that we get during the day trapped at night. When we have clear skies, the clouds allow for, when the clouds break, we see the radiational cooling. So the heat that gets to the ground can escape back out into space. But because we have clouds, it just stays trapped. Humidity map looks like this right now. Bright green for the remainder of your Thursday, even into your Friday. Humidity continues. Luckily, the rain is not going to continue that much longer. Let's talk about humidity first. Dew points in the 60s. That means it is humid through the weekend, even into next week. Notice we see even a couple of spikes getting into the tropical range. That's the summertime humidity. So we're getting a head start on that one. Rain-wise, a 30% chance today and tomorrow just for those isolated popcorn showers. And then this weekend, zeros. So you don't have to worry about shower activity Saturday or Sunday. Future track after today's little popcorn shower will be clear for tonight, even early tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, you'll notice you could see a few of those pop-up showers, Cypress to Loetta, Westfield. So that's a snapshot at 1:30 on your Friday. That could linger until your commute home, 5 o'clock. But after that, Friday night plans in the clear, and this takes you all the way into your Saturday. So that's good. Temperature-wise tonight, 73 Woodgate, 73 Aldine and Gulf Crest. If you're in the Loop and the Beltway, it's pretty evenly widespread in the low 70s, 72 for Bush Intercontinental Airport, 71 for Katy, and a couple spots trying to get into the upper 60s there, but not by much. Tomorrow, very similar to today. So temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 80s for a lot of spots. 85 for Hunters Creek, 87 for Jersey Village. Check out Katy, 86. A little bit cooler if you're headed down the Gulf Freeway, League City, 82, and Galveston, 81. So maybe you go there for your weekend. Even though there is a little green on the map, that's just humidity. The only other day to watch for isolated storms, at least for the next 5 days, is going to be tomorrow. So Ironman competitors do not have to worry about showers. Rain chance is 0. They're going to have a little breeze that is going to blow out of the south, so it is warm and it is humid. 70 degrees at 6, 78 by 10 in the morning. Let's recap your 7-day forecast. So temperatures are going to be climbing. 90 degrees is going to be your high on Sunday. Notice Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you are rain-free and carefree, so you could do all your outdoor activities. We do see the return of storms by the middle of next week, so you know what that means. Keep track of the forecast. Watch us at least once a day.